the eco-friendliest and the most healthful type of vehicles based on the energy source. What makes a vehicle eco-friendly? According to EPA, an eco-friendly or green car is a vehicle that pollutes less and runs more efficiently than regular vehicles. Under this broad definition, many vehicles are classified as eco-friendly cars, whether they are powered by gasoline or an alternative fuel source. The zebra. When considering the eco-friendliness and healthfulness of any type of vehicle, it is important to evaluate various factors such as greenhouse gas emissions, air pollution, resource availability and consumption, production methods, infrastructure requirements, overall life cycle analysis, and sustainability and potential health impact. Welcome to Real World Sci-Communications. Kindly like, leave comments, subscribe, hit the notification bell, and share. In this video, we shall be making empirical comparisons of different types of vehicles based on energy source or what powers them. We shall be talking about the non-traditional or new technologies. Number 1, solar vehicles. They utilize energy from the sun to power electric motors. Solar-powered vehicles use photovoltaic cells to convert sunlight into electricity, which is then used to power the vehicle's electric motor. These vehicles have zero tailpipe emissions and rely on a renewable energy source. Solar power is considered one of the cleanest and most sustainable forms of energy, as it produces no direct emissions during operation. The primary environmental benefit of solar power lies in its ability to reduce greenhouse gas emissions by displacing fossil fuel-based electricity generation. From a health perspective, solar power has minimal negative impact. Unlike fossil fuel-based vehicles, solar-powered vehicles do not release harmful pollutants such as sulfur dioxide, nitrogen oxides, or particulate matter into the air. This leads to improved air quality and reduced respiratory and cardiovascular health issues associated with air pollution. However, the environmental impact of solar vehicles extends beyond their direct emissions. The production and disposal of solar panels involves certain environmental concerns, such as the use of toxic materials during manufacturing and the proper disposal of end-of-life panels. There are other limitations to solar-powered vehicles. The efficiency of solar panels is still relatively low, meaning that a large surface area is required to generate enough electricity to power a vehicle. Additionally, solar-powered vehicles may not be suitable for regions with limited sunlight or during nighttime driving when there is no direct access to sunlight. The manufacturing process involves energy-intensive procedures and the use of certain chemicals. However, advancement in technology have led to improvement in panel efficiency and reduced environmental impact during production. Sales of solar-powered cars accounted for less than 1% of the electric car market at the end of 2021. The global solar-powered car market is set to surpass a valuation of $90.3 million in 2022 and further expand a CAGR of 12.3% to reach $288.4 million by the end of 2032. Number 2, hydrogen fuel cell vehicles. Hydrogen fuel cell vehicles use hydrogen gas as a fuel source to generate electricity through a chemical reaction with oxygen in the fuel cell stack. The only byproduct of this reaction is water vapor, making hydrogen fuel cell vehicles emission-free at the point of use. Hydrogen can be produced from various sources, including renewable energy, and has the potential to be a sustainable and clean energy carrier. However, the production and distribution infrastructure for hydrogen is still limited compared to other energy sources, which poses challenges for widespread adoption of hydrogen fuel cell vehicles. Hydrogen fuel cell vehicles could be the better choice for medium to large and long-range vehicles, according to Greenpeace. According to Green Cars, fuel cell cars are very similar to traditional gasoline-powered cars. Similar to today's gasoline vehicles, fuel cell electric cars can have a driving range of more than 300 miles on one tank of hydrogen fuel, They can refill in just a few minutes, and the fueling experience is almost identical to a gas station. As innovating and industry disrupting hydrogen fuel cell vehicles are, they aren't without their challenges, which need to be exhaustively taken care of if they are to enjoy global widespread adoption as a means of transportation. Some of the challenges to be addressed include hydrogen extraction challenge, required level of investment, cost of materials, regulatory issues, overall cost, onboard hydrogen storage, infrastructure challenge, and high inflammability of hydrogen gas. Source: TWI Global. Additionally, acceptable range requires extremely high pressure, and there are few places to refuel. Source: Consumer Reports. Number 3. Biofuel-based vehicles. Biofuel-based vehicles use fuels derived from organic matter, such as crops or waste biomass. These fuels can be blended with or used as a substitute for gasoline or diesel in internal combustion engine. Biofuels have the advantage of being renewable and can potentially reduce greenhouse gas emissions compared to fossil fuels. Ethanol and biodiesel are common biofuels used in transportation. Plants are used for their production. These absorb carbon dioxide during growth. However, sustainability of biofuels depends on factors such as land use, water consumption, biodiversity, and type of feedstock used. The cultivation of biofuel crops can also compete with food production and lead to deforestation and food security problems if not managed sustainably. According to IEA, in the net zero scenario, biofuels contribution to transport quadruples to 15% in 2030, accounting for almost 1/5 of fuel demand for road vehicles alone. The United States is the world's largest bioethanol producer. Each year, more than 22 billion gallons of fuel ethanol are produced. Most gasoline and diesel fuels in North America and Europe are blended with biofuel. Biodiesel accounts for about 3% of German market and 0.15% of the US market. Source: wixsite.com. Biofuel can be a liquid, a solid, or a gas and can power cars and other vehicles. Biodiesel is used in other petroleum-based diesel in order to reduce emissions and improve engine life. About 1 billion gallons of biodiesel are produced annually. Source: bygus.com. According to Credit Plus, most blended biofuels with a low concentration are perfectly safe to use. In fact, you have probably used them to fill up without even realizing. However, most vehicles aren't compatible with biofuels in their purest form and could therefore be damaging to your car. Number 4. Electric vehicles. EVs are powered by electricity stored in rechargeable batteries. They produce zero tailpipe emissions, making them environmentally friendly. By using electricity from renewable sources such as solar or wind power, EVs can further reduce their carbon footprint. The absence of combustion engines also eliminates harmful pollutants like nitrogen oxides and particulate matter, which contribute to air pollution and respiratory problems. Additionally, EVs have lower maintenance costs compared to internal combustion engine vehicles. Globally, 10 million electric vehicles are in operation. Tesla is the most well-known maker of electric vehicles. An electric vehicle may use up to 80% of its battery capacity. Electric vehicles weigh 10 to 25% more than the conventional vehicle. Source: Ability Electric. Electric vehicle technology is not a modern invention. The first electric car was built in 1832. There are 20 million EVs on the road globally. China is the world's biggest market for EVs with total sales of 1.3 billion vehicles in 2020. But Norway is leading the electric charge. In 2020, an astonishing 54% of its new cars on the road were EVs, compared to Australia, whose new car market was 0.78% EVs. Let's make some comparisons. An electric vehicle is powered by electricity stored in a battery, which needs recharging when it runs low, whereas a hydrogen fuel cell electric vehicle like the Toyota Mirai produces its own electricity through a chemical reaction in its fuel cell stack. Source: Toyota. According to Life Heroes, why electric cars have a smaller carbon footprint due to their reliance on electricity. Hydrogen cars also contribute to a cleaner environment by producing only water as a byproduct. According to I Am Renew publication, biofuels can be used to power vehicles that run on internal combustion engine, ICE, but their percentage share in transportation needs to be increased. First, biofuel can address the world's present challenges, while electric vehicles may run the future. There is yet a type of vehicle that will be added to this list. Number 5, hybrid vehicles. Hybrid vehicles combine an internal combustion engine with an electric motor and battery. These vehicles can operate using either the engine or the electric motor, or a combination of both. Hybrid technology allows for improved fuel efficiency and reduced emissions compared to conventional gasoline-powered vehicles. Some users express concerns about the performance of hybrid vehicles. Many others report positive experiences with acceleration and overall driving dynamics. Most drivers choose a hybrid for its fuel economy and emissions. One disadvantage of hybrid is that they may not possess the same overall horsepower as a traditional car. Source: Honda, UK. However, hybrids still rely on fossil fuel and do emit pollutants during combustion. In conclusion, considering the eco-friendliness and health benefits of each energy source, it is important to note that electric vehicles powered by renewable energy sources such as solar or wind are currently the most environmentally friendly and helpful option. They produce zero tailpipe emissions, have lower maintenance costs, and can be charged using clean energy sources. Electric vehicles have the potential to significantly reduce greenhouse gas emissions throughout their life cycle. Other types of vehicles based on energy source might require more technological innovations and research to be able to favorably compete with EVs. The development of advanced battery technologies and the expansion of charging infrastructure are further driving the adoption of electric vehicles worldwide. Thank you for listening.